Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy here, Big Bad Luke, and today I have a very special video for you. Now, a little disclaimer before we get into the video. That video that I uploaded yesterday, where it's called Donald Trump insults one of his own supporters. A little disclaimer that I forgot to put in the description of that video. I do not hate Donald Trump. All right, I do not hate him or anything like that, and I guess I'm not saying he's a bad president or anything. I just wanted to record that video. I just thought some people should see it, because I was a little upset about what Donald Trump did. I mean, he didn't even apologize to the guy, but I do not hate Trump, alright? That's all I'm saying. Now, let's get into the video. Now, guys, if you're an Xbox fanboy, then you're probably gonna hate on this video due to the description. If you're a guy who just likes watching the internet, then you probably just want to get into this. Or if you're a PlayStation fanboy, then I don't know. It all depends on what you like. But anyways, guys, we're talking about why the PlayStation 3 was better than the Xbox 360. Because I feel like whenever I look up this video, there's only these weird random videos, and most of them say that, PS3 is better, but I'm giving the true facts. This right here is true right here, alright? So when the Xbox 360 first launched in 2005, let's talk about reason number one. The Xbox 360 had a very, very horrible hardware failure, better known as the Red Ring of Death, meaning it was a hardware failure. You would just be sitting there playing some Grand Theft Auto 4 or some Halo or Gears of War. It was happening a lot with Gears of War, very unfortunate. And your system would just have a big red light on it, and your system would just stop working, and an error message would pop up on screen, and everyone was starting to report. Microsoft thought it was only isolated, only a couple people reported, but sooner and sooner, day by day, more and more people were reporting that their Xbox had an anonymous red ring on their system, and this was very bad. Now, when PlayStation 3 first launched, I think it was 2006 or 2007, I'm pretty sure it was one of those years, PlayStation had absolutely no issues. It was a big system, it was big, and it was kind of fat, and it was, the first they called it the PS3 fat model because, it was pretty big, but the PS3 had absolutely no hardware issues, except for the yellow light of death. And that problem is pretty avoided because PS3 doesn't overheat, it rarely overheats. I've had my PS3. I have two PS3s actually. I have two, and I'm working on getting a third system, which is the fat model. I've had both those previous systems for years, and nothing has happened to them. They're still working strong. And believe it or not, I actually use my PS3 more than my PS4. I love both systems. I think PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 are the best consoles Sony ever gave us, besides the PS2. So that was the first reason. The Xbox 360 also has a very fearsome failure rate of 57%, while the PS3 has a percent of 10 of failing. And odds are, if you have an Xbox and you're one of those guys who says, I've had my Xbox 360 ever since launch and it's been working for like 10 or 20 years or 30 years or something like that, well, good fucking for you, man. I don't care. Besides, I have an Xbox 360. It's inside my closet over there. If I didn't have the Xbox 360, then I wouldn't be able to report these problems. So you know that this ain't a fanboy video, alright? And by the way, Xbox fanboys, you could hate on this video all you want, but I ain't gonna change my mind. And also, hate comments will not be tolerated. So anyways, guys, let's get on to the second reason. Now, this one's a little controversial, and that's the controller. Now, right here, this is a PlayStation 3 controller, and a lot of people argue that with the Xbox 360, they wouldn't have to go and buy batteries. Well, with PlayStation 3, all you have to do is you have to take a USB port, plug it into this cord right here, and hook it up to your PlayStation, and you won't need batteries at all. And also, the controller for PS3 feels a lot more better. It feels a lot more better in the hand. Xbox 360 is pretty good. Xbox 360 is good for mostly shooters, but the PlayStation 3 handle is much more fitting for the hand, if you ask me. So that's why the PS3 controller is also better than the 360. The only problem with the PS3 controller is these triggers right here. They feel a little sticky at times, but the A buttons and the B buttons, and sometimes even the X on the Xbox 360 buttons, sometimes even they could feel a bit sticky. So, to tell you the truth, I think they're both the same, but PS3 is better because it can charge. Now, you may be arguing already in the comments, for Xbox 360, there's wired handles, or just Xbox chargers to charge your controller. Well, about those wired handles, I have had so many wired handles for my 360, I can't even keep them in place, and most of them ended up breaking within a couple months. I've had one incident where my wired Xbox 360 handle just stopped moving characters in the game, and the buttons just stopped responding, and some just started working. Stopped working, I mean. Some started working again after I moved the wire around, but some just started not working anymore. I just cut the wire in a blind rage because I just couldn't take it anymore. So let's get on to another reason why PS3 was better than Xbox 360, and that is PlayStation 3 is much more powerful than the 360 and could support better games. Now, there are some games that are on the 360 that actually need to install on the Xbox 360, but they don't need to be installed on PS3. Take Call of Duty Ghost and Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. For example, Call of Duty Ghost had to be installed on the 360 before you could put the disc in and play it, and so did Advanced Warfare. I don't know how many gigs it took, but it just took a lot. And on the PS3, you didn't have to do none of that. You could just pop that fucker into your PlayStation 3, and it would just start reading, and it would just start playing the story right off the bat, and there would be absolutely no need for a gig installation. So, and also games like God of War and Uncharted and games like Killzone. I don't like Killzone very much. I actually hate Killzone. But I'm just saying an example. Games like that would not be able to run on the 360 due to the PlayStation 3 being much more powerful. I'm saying that the Xbox 360's power is kind of shit, but you know, I'm not saying it's complete shit. I'm just saying it's kind of shit. And there's a couple other games that just need to be installed on a 360. That's because I guess how the 360 was made, Microsoft decided to not make it very much powerful. The specs and everything inside of it, they're just not as powerful as PlayStation 3. So let's get into the other reason, and this one is also a bit controversial. Now, when the Xbox 360 first came out, it had DVD disc instead of Blu-rays. Now, I'm actually unaware if Blu-rays were out in 2005, but you know what? Even if they weren't, Microsoft could have made a totally brand new Xbox 360 that could take Blu-ray disc, because we all know that when 2005 launched, DVDs were just outdated, man. And also, PS3 discs are also a lot more good in surviving for long times. Like, I've had some of my PS3 games for over like 20 years, or maybe more than that. Some of my PS3 discs are very old, and I've had them for even longer, and they did not break. They still work fine. Like my GTA San Andreas for the PS2, for instance. I've had that game was used, and it's still working fine today. And that's on my, I also have one for PS3. I have one for PS2 and PS3, and they're both working just fine. And also, PS3 discs are also a lot harder to scratch, so Xbox 360 discs are they're DVD, and DVD are much easier to scratch, and they could also get a lot more problems, and yeah, so that's why PS3 discs are much more better. Now let's get on to reason number 5. Now reason number 5 will actually come from reason number 4, because if your disc would be inside of an Xbox 360, and if you took your console and moved it to the side or like that would literally fuck up your entire disc, and that's because Microsoft decided to not put enough protection inside of the disc. So if you were to move your system while the disc was spinning inside the Xbox, it would fuck your disc up so bad. It would put a ring around the disc. Now with PlayStation 3, since Sony decided to not rush their system out the door, if you moved your PlayStation 3 while the disc was still in there, nothing would happen, because the discs are very protected, because like I said earlier, they're harder to scratch up, and also PlayStation 3 has protective things and machines inside of the system, so that way even if your system was moved while the disc was in motion, nothing would happen. So guys, let's get on to the final reason why PlayStation 3 was better than Xbox 360, and that is with exclusive games. And Gears of War and Halo are probably the only good games on the 360, and Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead, Gears of War, and Halo I think are the only good games that were on the 360, but PlayStation 3 has a much better rogue of games like Uncharted 3, the Killzone series. Even though I just said I don't like Killzone, you guys still like them. Resistance was okay. It was a really old first-person shooter. The Last of Us, of course, probably one of the most emotional games of all time. It actually made some of my friends actually cried a little bit at the end and stuff. And at the beginning, I have really low emotions, guys. I don't know if you already noticed that. I didn't find the story that sad, but well, I guess the beginning was definitely sad, but not like, you know, like you want to shed some tears. But still, PlayStation 3 has a much better rogue of exclusive games, and I'm not saying Xbox exclusives are bad. Well, some of them are. I mean, some of the Xbox exclusives definitely kind of suck, but games like Left 4 Dead really do make me jealous. I still play Left 4 Dead on my old Xbox 360, and, you know, it's like I said, I have an Xbox 360 in my other bedroom, but I don't use it very much. I'm still on my PS4. So anyways, guys, now that was my only reasons, I don't know. The Xbox 360 is an awesome machine, but PlayStation 3 is a little bit better because of the hardware and everything. But there you go, guys. That was my reason why PlayStation 3 was better than Xbox 360. And why would you guys care anyways? Like, we have PS4 and Xbox One now, and I'm pretty sure Xbox Scarlet just was confirmed, and so is the PS5. Or PS5 is just rumored. So we're almost out of PS4 and Xbox One. We're already heading into PS5 and Xbox Scarlet. So why would you care about this video? I just know that there are some people who still play on last gen. I just wanna clear all the hoopla about all this stuff, like where a guy says Xbox 360 is better, no, and another guy says no, PS3 was better. Well, the true winner was PS3. PS3 was the king. Xbox 360 came in second. I mean, at least it was better than the Wii, alright? The Wii totally sucks. I'm probably gonna make a separate video on the Wii. I cannot stand the Wii system. Games would look so shitty on the Wii. Games might have to be installed on the 360, but at least they look good, alright? Because games like Call of Duty Black Ops, when I first saw Call of Duty Black Ops on the Wii, I was absolutely mind blown. Everything looked like cartoons, it looked like an animated version of Black Ops. Anyways, guys, now a little disclaimer, I am not a fanboy. I like both Xbox and PlayStation. I think they're both good systems. I just wish Microsoft could have focused more with the 360 and it would have been a much better system. Starting off with Blu-ray. I really wish it had Blu-ray, but anyways, guys, those are all my reasons why I personally think the Xbox 360 was kinda, well, why the Xbox 360 was an okay system and why PS3 was a much better system. I mean, I have both, and I'm sure you're also badass enough to have both, so yeah. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please, no hate comments. I know all you little Xbox fanboys like defending and stuff and bitching around, all you little 8-year-old kids who like Fortnite crap. Please, those are not, you don't need to do that. Don't be an asshole, please. Hate comments are not tolerated. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Consider leaving a like and also consider subscribing. New videos daily, I hope, if I'm not too busy. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you later. This is your boy Big Bad Luke signing off.